had made up my mind. I was going to tell my husband about the black handkerchief, the strange midnight knock, and why Frank had slept over. When I rushed to Frank and whispered that my husband was back at the door, he froze. Fear clouded his face. There was no way to escape. But I told myself, I've done nothing wrong. I will say the truth. I opened the door, bracing myself for shouting, anger, or even worse. But none of that came. My husband stepped inside calmly, glanced at Frank, and simply asked, "Are you the owner of the car outside?" Frank stammered, "Yes, sir." "All right," my husband said, before sitting down casually, as if nothing was out of place. I quickly tried to explain about the knocks, my fear, and why I called Frank instead of him. I apologized for not telling him earlier. To my surprise, he only replied with a faint smile. "It's all right." Frank excused himself. He looked tense, his body stiff, and left. Moments later, my phone buzzed with his text. "Leave that house now. I don't trust your husband." His words pierced me deeper than the midnight knocks. I sat in silence, my heart pounding. Why would Frank say that? I couldn't resist. I left the house to meet him. Frank looked uneasy as I asked, "Why don't you trust him?" "What do you mean by that text?" He sighed. "I can't explain fully, but something is just not right. That's why you've been so restless." A chill ran through me. Then he asked, "Did you really make any findings before you got married?" I lowered my eyes. "Not really." He seemed like a good man, so I felt no need. Frank shook his head, worried. He began making phone calls, desperate to confirm his suspicions. Finally, one of his friends who knew my husband spoke words that nearly stopped my heartbeat. "That man, he's been married to 5 women before. 3 lost their minds. Only 2 are still okay. He keeps moving from city to city. He has no children, and many of us suspect his hands are not clean." My legs trembled. My breath felt trapped. The black handkerchief, the sleepless nights, the strange knocks. Suddenly, everything made sense. I rushed home, not waiting for further confirmation. He wasn't there. Quickly, I packed the few things I could carry and left. From outside, I called him. "So, you have another wife?" I asked, my voice shaking. He stuttered, shocked. "Who told you that?" "Is her name not Catherine?" I pressed. There was silence, then a weak sigh. "I'm sorry." "Yes, but you're the one I regard as my true wife. I don't even love her. It's you I love." Tears burned my eyes. "If you truly loved me, why didn't you tell me before now?" He kept quiet. No wonder my mind was never at rest in that house. "I've left you. For good." I ended the call. He called back, but I never picked. That day, I learned a lesson. Sometimes a 5-minute inquiry can save you a lifetime of regret. Don't rush into marriage. Don't be blinded by sweet words or money. Do your own findings. Frank stood by me, helped me recover, and I started afresh in another town. Today, I'm happily married with children. The end. Expect another story soon.